Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
This community is more than a place. It's where we celebrate victories and where we lean on one another in times of loss. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're proud to be rooted here, serving with care and compassion when it matters most. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
And welcome back to Bryan's Recreation Park as we continue our broadcast here on Senior Night, where the Bryan Golden Bears will square off against the Swanton Bulldogs. Coaches on the field getting their squads warmed up and ready. And tonight's game is brought to you by Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, and Veterans Services of Williams County. So the last time these teams met last year in league play was September 19th. Bryan defeated Swanton 4-0. Swanton now sitting 0-2 in league play. Bryan at 2-0, meaning 6 points on the big board. Bryan's tied with Archibald, whose overall record's 8-1 with 6 points on the board. They've dropped one league contest. That's Archibald dropped to Wauseon, and they are sitting all the way atop the board with 9 points, 3-0 in the league, with a 9-0-1 record. So they're 3 league wins in, Christian.
Looking at the league standings, Bryan is in the hunt to claim the league title and travels to league winner Wauseon next Tuesday. Archibald on October 2nd and are hosting Delta on October 7th. The Golden Bears will have a few non-league contests, including a late season trip to Maumee, who is a solid program this year. Swanton's remaining league schedule will see them at Evergreen next Tuesday, at LC on October 2nd, and hosting Archibald on October 7th. The Golden Bears will control their own destiny in the league with a victory tonight, while a Bulldogs loss probably puts them out of league contention.
And it's a tough league again this year, Christian. The Bryan in the hunt last year had a good season. Some other squads have had something to say about that. Delta has had a few good seasons, but I think they're off to a bit of a rougher start than they'd probably like this year. They're sitting at 1-1 in the league, 3-6 overall. Evergreen 1-2 in the league and 3 points overall, but they're at 2-5-2. Like as you noted, Swanton coming in at 3-4-2, and Liberty Center sitting tied with Swanton down there, 3 games in. They have no wins in the league, but they're 3-6. So again, Wauseon sitting on top of the league with 9 wins, 1 draw, and that draw was a non-league contest, so they don't have to worry about splitting the points for that. We'll take another break here. We are waiting for them to start the festivities on Senior Night, which we assume will be here briefly. So take a quick break here at Bryan's Recreation Park and be right back with you.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
From the first whistle to the final buzzer, life is filled with moments that shape us. Moments of victory, of challenge, of community. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're honored to stand by families through every season of life. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused.
And welcome back to Bryan's Recreation Park. Swanton Bulldogs soon to square off against the Bryan Golden Bears here for Senior Night tonight. Let's talk about the keys to the match, Christian. Tonight's keys to the match are sponsored by the Carlin Company. The Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers has been your hometown real estate company for over 45 years. They've consistently remained number one in Williams County and the surrounding areas since 2007. Call the Carlin Company for all of your real estate needs. And keys to the match, we like to talk about these as kind of a bookend of the match, a little precursor to give the listening and viewing audience an idea of what might happen. We get these directly from the coaches. I always ask them to come up with sort of 3 themes they hope to accomplish in order to have a successful outing here tonight. So I had the opportunity to get some information from Coach Luke Collins and his Golden Bears. Here's his keys to the match. He says quick ball movement through midfield, attacking where opportunities present. Number 2, stay comfortable in possession, looking to switch the point of attack. And 3, apply a high press defense to turn Swanton over quickly.
And for Coach Ronnie Rico, it looks like they're getting a little enthusiastic with his Swanton Bulldogs. They want to win the 50-50 opportunities, dominate the midfield, and defensive endurance, especially late in the match.
And a hot night like this, Christian, that endurance will play an important part. I assume he means that. It looks like from his formational planning. We'll talk about that in the next segment. But with their formational planning, they appear like they're going to press up a little higher, get their defense up high, so those defenders are going to have to be able to get back quick. It's a little toasty out there, so we'll see how that plays out for them. Both teams' midfields will, with a 4-3-3 coming from Coach Collins, those 3 midfielders and the kind of the 2 wide forwards will be called on to do a lot of work. And I know he does like to push his wide backs up a little bit in the midfield play where he can. So we'll look to see how those keys to the match develop tonight. I'll even keep them handy. We can talk about them at halftime and tick the box if they pull things off just right. Tonight's match officials. The game officials are sponsored by Tri-State Vision Center, serving the area since 1977. Contact Tri-State at their Bryan or Montpelier offices for all your eye care needs. And tonight's match officials, Eli Greaser and Paul Ramirez. So this has been most of the Bryan Athletics pregame show, but we'll take a quick break, and we're going to have a continuing, ongoing pregame show for you as we intersperse here amongst senior night, which is getting ready to kick off here at Bryan Recreation Park.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Parents, Larry and Tracy Kennedy. Your plans. I plan to attend a 4-year college and major in psychology. Soccer memory. The district. What will team bonding and getting to compete with my friends. Congratulations, Jack Kennedy. Our next senior, Carter Luce. Parents, future plans, college to study exercise science. Favorite soccer memory, assisting the game-winning goal against Delta in the district semifinals. What soccer? My coaches and all the support I have felt from everyone with me in my soccer. Congratulations, Carter. Our next senior. Parents. Future plans. I plan to enter the trades for welding and striving towards underwater welding. Favorite soccer memory. The bus ride home from our last game and going to Bowling Green College to watch them play. What will you miss most about soccer? Are the battles we fought on the field. Congratulations, William. Our next senior, Tucker Miller. Parents, Ryan and Amy Miller. Future plans, attend either Ohio State or Butler, studying in marketing. Favorite soccer memory, beating Delta in the district semifinals in overtime. What will you miss most about soccer? The relationships I've built with coaches and teammates. Congratulations, Tucker. And our last senior, Colin Rockel. Parents, Andrew, Rockel, Tiffany Taylor. Future plans, attend a 4-year university. Soccer memory, going to Columbus to play Napoleon. What will you miss most about soccer? The bus rides after a win. Congratulations, Colin. We would also like to thank Coach Collins, Coach Andrews, and Coach McQuillan for every sprint, every motivational word, and all the moments in between. We grew from freshmen to seniors and from teammates to family. We will forever be grateful for our time on the BHS pitch. Congratulations, all seniors, and best of luck.
And welcome back. Senior night in the books tonight. 5 seniors introduced for the Bryan Golden Bears. I think 5 by my, maybe 6. Do my math again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's 6 seniors tonight. So they'll be starting 6 seniors off. And then we'll be here underway shortly, about 10 minutes to match time. So it's a big night when these seniors get to enter the pitch. Last season, senior night always brings a flood of emotions, both the players and parents and fans and family. It's an important night in these kids' careers. You could hear most of them, Kristen, talking about their favorite memories. Often we're celebrating with teams and coaches after particularly notable events. So that's what brings it home here. That's what it's all about, a little friendly competition on the pitch and the memories they build doing it. And hopefully some of these fellas have a chance to go on and do some something athletic in the future.
Feel they will.
Even if it's just a little bit of rec play in college, can be fairly entertaining and amusing. Although when my son graduated, he played all his life, and then he went off and played a little in college, and then got out of shape. And after one match, he couldn't walk for 3 days. I thought it was comical that a 23-year-old boy had figured out how to injure himself so badly. And trust me, he still hears about it.
My brothers played football, and none of them are active anymore. So
well,
I get that.
That'll happen. So you want us to keep talking, or what you talking here? So we're cruising along here. We're getting ready to do the lineup introductions here, but let's first take one last break, and we'll come back with a quick commercial break, and then we'll give you the starting lineups for tonight's Bryan versus Swanton contest.
Discover top quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
This community is more than a place. It's where we celebrate victories and where we lean on one another in times of loss. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're proud to be rooted here, serving with care and compassion when it matters most. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
From the first whistle to the final buzzer, life is filled with moments that shape us. Moments of victory, of challenge, of community. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're honored to stand by families through every season of life. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
The Bryan Parks
And welcome back to Bryan's Recreation Park, where we're getting close to getting underway. Captain's meeting just concluded with the official on the far side of the pitch. And we've got a league matchup tonight. Great contest between the Bryan Golden Bears and the Swanton Bulldogs. So let's hear from it, Christian. Let's introduce the Swanton Bulldogs.
Here we have the Swanton Bulldogs. They are visiting and playing a 5-3-2 formation. First we have number 0 sophomore goalkeeper Landon Henricks. Number 1 junior center back Gio Root.
Oh. Nope, he's live. He's live. I'll take it. Can you hear me? All right, he's live. I can hear him. So, visiting Swanton Bulldogs, playing a 5-3-2 formation. Number 0 sophomore goalkeeper Landon Hendricks. Number 1 junior center back Gio Ruiz. Number 2 center midfielder Jack Tansel. Number 6 junior right back Landon Bolliard. Number 7 freshman left back Braden Noonan. Number 8 freshman forward Kobe Sherritt. Number 20 junior midfielder Brendan Upham. Number 23 junior midfielder Evan Reinhardt. Number 24 junior center back Connor Yates. Connor spelled correctly with just one N, I see. Number 30, sophomore striker Eli Bolliard. Number 40, sophomore midfielder Christian Butler. And then we have the home team, the Bryan Golden Bears. Starting goalkeeper tonight, number 0, senior Jess Hendricks. Number 2, senior left back Tucker Miller. Number 3, sophomore midfielder Bryce Welling. Number 4, junior midfielder Eric Koenig. Number 6, senior forward Colin Rockel. Number 9, senior right back Will McCann. Number 10, sophomore midfielder Max Burton. Number 11, senior striker Carter Altaffer. Number 13, senior forward Jack Kennedy. Number 15, junior center back Nolan Sleesman. And number 22, senior center back Carter Luce. So you're visiting Swanton Bulldogs again, coached by Ronnie Rico. And for the Bryan Golden Bears, head coach Luke Collins, assisted by Cole Andres. And it looks, I still think they're waiting for an official over there, but they've got the teams lined up and ready to introduce, Christian. But so let's talk about these formations. A 4-3-3 formation. Bryan plays that. They've played that for the last several years under Coach Collins. Typically, it's actually a fairly popular professional level formation. It provides a lot of sort of strength in the midfield. He plays it with a pivot, meaning a defensive midfielder. They try to build the attack up around when they can get the ball out from the defense and kind of have that low-lying midfielder that can create field switching play opportunities and sit on top of the defense if he needs to create a little more help in defense, but then can push up quickly into the attack. With the three players up front, they're looking to either get those players into the gaps between the defensive line on the Swanton Bulldog side, their opposition side, or try to outnumber them on one side or the other. The wide forwards there will be called upon to come back. That should result it ends up more of a, call it even almost a 5-4-1 in defense, depending on how it's played. If he's tucking some of the wider players in toward the middle or if he's running them back, we'll see as that develops tonight. Of course, we'll be able to see much better when the trees of life take over and we can see through the sun, which is shining perfectly in our eyes right here on the 5th row of the stage. So, but then for Swanton, I've called it a 5-3-2. The coach tells me it's a 4-1-3-1-1. I think that's 10. Not really a formation found in nature. Usually you're going to go some manner of 4 back, but he's probably stacking it up defensively as like a 5-3-2 to build that as a defensive formation, get some of the wider players back, provide some wing protection, hopefully cut out Bryan's opportunity to throw crosses in toward the goal area and keep basically 3 center backs, and typically center backs are bigger, more athletic backs. Your wide backs typically a little quicker and sometimes a little anticipated to be a little more skilled. It sort of depends at the high school level. And here we are. They are introducing the teams now, so it does look like official number 2 has arrived. So they're bringing the teams out to get them underway. I'll keep talking formation, though. It's one of the things I love about soccer. So 4-3-3 against a 5-4-2. That's really going to probably boil down to who can dominate the midfield and get opportunities before the other team can kind of recover, get in their defensive shape and sort of limit opportunities. Set pieces, of course, always important in soccer, and I know Coach Collins was happy in their last outing. They had a nice goal off a corner, so he'll like to see that. And we are about to go to the national anthem. Tonight's national anthem sponsored by Veterans Services of Williams County. And again, your national anthem, sponsored by Veterans Services of Williams County. And as they get the players introduced out there, I will note that is definitely a different tandem of officials. So I don't know who those officials actually are. So we'll just call them what they told us to call them. How's that? We'll leave the parents to call the officials all kinds of names. That can be fairly entertaining. So we were talking formation before the national anthem. And as they introduce the squads out here, we'll go back to that. How's that sound for you, Christian?
Yep, sounds good.
You'll be a formational expert by the end of this night. This, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Christian's first throw at a soccer broadcast, so we've got a lot of education to do here. And I promised our executive producer I'd beat him into shape, so he's ready to do this all his own next year. So Coach Ronnie Rico, I know he's going to play probably a formation intended to like push forward with some numbers. And we'll see. Basically, the other thing I think I'd note is Coach Collins likes to try a high press. So anytime that the Swanton Bulldogs are prone to play that ball across their back line, he's going to try to press, turn them over deep, try and get a quick goal out of that, turn them over fast. That's a good attacking opportunity. Liverpool made that fairly popular to play with a high press. So we'll see what happens. Hey, we'll take a quick break. They're about to be underway, but why don't we take a 30-second break here? We'll be right back with the first touch and first half action here from Bryan's Recreation Park. Thank you.
Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Hey, we're back at Bryan's Recreation Park, ready to get underway. The teams have been introduced. Officials taking their positions, coaches rubbing their hands, ready to go. Tonight's first touch brought to you by Bryan Ford Lincoln, where good values mean a great deal. Sign up for Bryan Ford Lincoln's football kickoff contest, where you could win $100. Visit Bryan Ford Lincoln at 920 North Main Street or register at bryansports.com. And we'll keep you in play, too. By the way, scoreboard tonight, main stop, open when you need them. You're always near a main stop with Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. And replays tonight from Welling Construction. And we're about to be underway. Bryan won the toss, elected to take the kick. They'll be working from our right to left across the pitch, which you can see, of course. And Swanton set up, ready to go. The officials making their last checks as we're ready to get underway here. And we're underway. 40 minutes on the clock for the first half from Bryan's Recreation Park. Bryan takes the opening touches, trying to build up on the far right side. Swanton staying back, not playing tight defense yet, Christian. Probably don't anyone want to overcommit too early. That field looks like it's in pretty good shape. But Bryan turnover quick. Swanton tries to get underway, and Swanton will briefly come up with it. Fling one forward over the top. And the Golden Bears will take that out wide. And look again to get built up on that right side. Bryan approaching across the middle. Nice through ball, incisive. Looking for a good opportunity. That's number 11, Carter Altaffer, with a really good opportunity. He got on that quick. Keeper came out quickly, able to get on that and avert disaster. But Altaffer with a quick run on that angled ball. Near disaster early for Swanton. But goalkeeper Landon Hendricks with a great play. Ball out of play here, near touch. Throw in for the Golden Bears. They'll work through midfield. Burton doing a lot of the work at the central midfield role. He'll look to control the middle, build out wide, just like that. And hard to tell what's going on. Looks like the ball just kind of rolled deep. Swanton elected to hold up play. From our vantage point, can't really tell where the touch line is over there, so I'm not going to argue any in or out calls from 100 yards away with the official on the far side. Bryan throw in. And across the middle again. Looking to get inside around the 18. Altaffer again fighting for that ball. And a service from the right side. Handled by Swanton center back. Swanton turns it over quickly. Number 9, Will McCann on top of that. Looking to build up on the left side. Swanton able to recover it. Rockle briefly in control. Taken away by Swanton. That's Sleesman playing it forward. Back to Burton. Burton's heads up, looking to make a pass. Ball across the middle, lets it run on. Shot taken by McCann. Dealt with by the Bulldogs. And that'll go out for a Bulldog goal kick. 0-0 on the scoreboard. Nothing happening yet. 3 minutes in. 40 minutes on the clock this first half. Field does look to be in pretty good shape. Neatly mowed. Grass isn't too long. We'll see as it cools off if we pick up any moisture on the pitch, if that'll speed the ball up. Sometimes it gets a little slick. Can be fairly entertaining. Nice through ball. But that'll go out of play for a goal kick. Good opportunity. Just a little bit too much on it. Back underway after the goal kick. Upham received that, but quickly dispossessed by number 10, Max Burton. Ball played in, and Hendricks called into action again. Pounces on that for the Bulldogs. Up for a quick baseball throw out. Nearly turned over by Miller. Header out of bounds by Koenig. Koenig. Get my pronunciations right.
Not looking good for Bryan right now.
Well, Bryan is under duress. Ball taken back by Swanton. Number 8, Kobe Sherritt, working hard back there, but looks like Carter Luce able to deal with that outside. Luce, a big unit, tall center back, fairly calm, and generally does a good job on the ball. Looks like he'll take the goal kick. Ball out of play there for off Swanton. Goal kick, Golden Bears. Ball sent beyond midfield. Nicely flicked on. Rockall giving chase. Swanton has numbers on him, but Rockall able to feed that back to Koenig. Koenig to Miller. And McCann will play it wide right. Crossing ball coming in, headed across the mouth of the goal. Excellent opportunity. Not quite on frame, but that's an excellent opportunity off a fantastic gliding service from the outside over there.
Yep.
But harmlessly out of play for Swanton goal kick. I think that was all Taffer on that header attempt.
I think it was, yeah.
Getting into the inclement light phase. Butler tries to make an outside of the foot pass. Tansel dispossessed, but Bryan back on the attack. Starting to notice they're starting to crush Swanton in a little bit in and around their 18. Looks like Swanton opting to keep 2 players high. Bryan with Luce and Sleesman back to deal with any over-the-top balls that might come out. And we have our first corner kick in favor of the Golden Bears. So rules of the game, Christian. Corner kick, that happens when Swanton puts it out the back line back there. Goal kick when the other team does. So Bryan puts it down on there, they get a goal kick. How's that? Quick rule. And we'll have another goal kick. Hendricks will step up, takes his own goal kicks. New rule on entry into the 18. Used to be everyone had to be out, but now you can roll defenders in there. It's live after the keeper touches it, of course, so sometimes teams opt to build up out of that 18 area. Burton dribbling around midfield, sends one to the far side, remains in touch. Koenig. Burton. A little pull back, touch move. Burton looking to get some space there. Midfield, well defended by number 1, Gio Ruiz. Stayed patient. Just trying to do his job. Turn Burton away. Max back on it, dispossessed, kind of in the teeth of the defense there. Now Swanton's opportunity to build up. Quick pass to Upham, and played forward.
Not looking great.
Sherritt. That's number 30 dribbling, Eli Bolliard. He was looking for Sherritt. Sherritt not able to find space. Bryan, good job getting back there. Recovering in an organized fashion. Looks like not too many numbers committed forward yet by Swanton. And Bryan back on the attack quickly. Koenig. Miller. Back to Koenig. Burton over the top. Headed away, but missed. Burton back on it. Attacking the defense quickly. And again, just notice how Bryan starting just to kind of press Swanton in there. See if they stay patient, build up around the top. These matches, oh, a great through ball. Shot. Oh, excellent work out of sophomore goalkeeper Landon Hendricks. Turns away a really nice shot on the ground. He gets down for it, spills the save, but able to push it out of bounds for the second Bryan corner kick. Very good work. He's been pressed into action tonight, Christian, so we'll see. He's staying busy. And corner kick up and away. Left-footed service, swinging out. Swanton not able to deal with it. Shot taken, but recovered. And first foul of the night. Little trip there. Swanton kind of broke free out of things and able to get forward quickly. Probably not a terrible foul. Early enough in the match, no cards are coming out. Didn't look like much of an infraction. So now Swanton's pushed numbers forward in and around the 18. Left-footed service up over the top. And that's dealt with by Jess Hendricks. Bryan senior goalkeeper. He'll step up. Send the ball to midfield. Gio Ruiz gets the initial touch on that. Plays it to Upham. Upham looking to tack off the dribble. Initially turned away, but Swanton comes back up with the ball. Foot race for it out there. Ruiz playing it back. Nice ball down the sideline, foot race. And that's one initially by Tucker Miller, left back for the Golden Bears. Ball out of play. Oh, ball was heading out of play. And now out of play for Golden Bear throw-in. Miller surveys his options. Finds Altaffer. Altaffer initially misses the touch, but he's able to come up with that out of the scrum. But played back to Bolliard. Quick turnover. Ball over the top by Max Burton. Left-footed service by Altaffer. Just a little too much on it. But a good idea. Did that on the one or got it off quickly. And Swanton able to turn the Golden Bears over deep in that corner. Quick foot race for the ball. Golden Bears come up with it again. I'm going to say the possession duel so far, probably 80-20 in favor of the Golden Bears. As Hendricks called into action yet again. Scoops up that crossing ball, cuts out the cross. And Swanton with a turnover far side. That'll be a Golden Bear throw in. Just under 28 minutes, still scoreless here at Bryan's Recreation Park on this fine night. Senior night again. Congratulations to all the Bryan seniors. And Swanton gets that back under control, but plays it out of touch. Far side, throw in. Have yet to have any substitutions. Both teams with their starting lineup. I did note Swanton They have brought some junior varsity players in for some backup. They only showed 2 extras on their, or 3 extras, sorry, 4 extras total on their lineup. And Hendricks again as the ball gets flicked over the top. Bryan with some numbers in there, but not able to get on that before Swanton's keeper able to get that. And well done by Burton, able to intercede in front of number 8, Sherritt. And ultimately, the Golden Bears will come up with it. Some 1-2 action through the midfield here. Burton. Quick pass to Miller. And Ruiz deals with that. Back to Sherritt. Who's turned over by a nice tackle by Burton. Sherritt giving up a little bit of size out there. And again, keeper Landon Hendricks all over that. Nothing super dangerous to test him except that one opportunity Bryan had earlier, but he's handled everything so far, just spilled the 1 shot on goal. He may be the Bulldogs' touch leader, though, so far tonight with time on the ball. Looks like ball's out of play. Far side of touch. That'll be a Bryan throw-in just beyond midfield for him. Approaching 20 minutes, 15 minutes into this half. Bryan has done a nice job remaining patient in possession. A few loose in there. Shot taken. Another shot on goal. Call that probably the 4th shot on goal. Maybe I should keep track of that. We can have some halftime stats. How's that sound?
Yeah.
I did a game at the Columbus Crew Stadium years ago, and they had like 10 stat people. They just handed it to me. It was so much easier. That's what we need for the next match, stat people. I used to bring my daughter out. She did stats for me. Miller gets by quickly. That is a shot on goal spilled by Hendricks, but he does recover it. Nice quick attack by Miller, able to get out there quickly. Sherritt looking to beat loose 1-on-1. Gets the pass by him quickly. Miller not able to get it quite clear, so Swanton comes back away with it. Service toward the middle, up and over the top. It's number 30, Bolliard. Takes a shot and a goal. First shot on goal, first goal for the Swanton Bulldogs. Goal coming there right at 24 minutes, 5 seconds. Bryan had an opportunity to defend it, kind of just got a little loose in their defense, not able to get a foot on that and get it cleared quickly. Swanton gets one up and over the top, and a quick finish for Swanton. 1-0 here at Bryan's Recreation Park at 24 minutes, 5 seconds. So Bryan will restart from midfield after the scored goal by the Bulldogs. Bryan still looking to maintain possession. I think a good strategy for them. Don't let that goal shake them. I think when they played their last match, this happened. There was a quick early goal against them by Oak Harbor. They went down 1-0, came back to win that contest 4-0. So we'll see if they can recover the same. Ball got in toward the 18, forced keeper Jess Hendricks to come deal with that. Ball's gotten through. Got Altaffer on the run. Ball still in play. And Sherritt looking to play it forward. Missed touch out of the center back. Number 15, Nolan Sleesman. So Bryan under duress. They've gotten numbers back quickly. Sherritt looking to attack 1-on-1 far right side. Clearance effort, shot taken by number 40, Christian Butler, wide right. Nothing doing on that second goal opportunity, but let me say Kobe Sherritt, number 8, freshman for Swanton, is wreaking havoc up here for the Golden Bears defense. He's been on the ball quite a lot up in this corner. As Luce will take the goal kick. Service up and over midfield. Missed header by Yates. Played back to Hendricks. Swanton back on the attack. Nice quick step and tackle by Koenig. Plays that forward. Number 14, Alex Diaz, has entered the contest. Burton looking for a quick, cheeky through ball to Altaffer. And Diaz not quite able to slip that pass through. Bryan still on ball. That was Welling. Plays it wide. That's Kennedy far side. Looks like a shot taken, bit up and over. So that'll be another Swanton goal kick. We don't track those. I don't think that's probably a statistical thing we could keep track of, but basically just a way to get the ball back in play like a throw in. Sophomore defense, or sophomore keeper Hendricks. Opts just to play that to his right back. Errant pass, Miller recovers it. Burton back on it. Koenig. Turnover, Bolliard on that briefly. Upham. Tries for a service. Koenig intercedes. Looks like Bryan set up just positionally. Ball turned over by Swanton. Up and over the top, looking for Altaffer. He's on the run. Nice step by the defender there. Able to cut that opportunity out for Altaffer. But Diaz back on it. Takes a rip. Out of play. Diaz with the throw in. Well, it's Miller. Burton. Koenig not quite able to intercede there. Swanton on the run again, on the attack. No numbers forward yet, so Bryan able to deal with that. Back to Sherritt, and Bryan recovers that. Little ball in contest. Diaz on the run. He's got his head up, looking for some options. Waits for some help to arrive. Push it around the left side. Little one-on-one work. Shouldered off the ball. That'll be called a foul. First foul on the Bulldogs. Looks like on number 40, Christian Butler. He had good shoulder-to-shoulder position, but it extended his arm, and physics pretty much took over there. Yep, well, you see that on the replay. You can always watch out for the laws of physics in sports. Giving up 25 or 30 pounds to a guy. Service. Shot taken, saved again by Hendricks, but rebounded back and in for a Golden Bears goal. Let's catch this on the replay. Service comes across the top. Altaffer hits it. Able to pick up the spilled ball as it glances hard off Hendricks. Comes back and out. Little service from Diaz. Altaffer with a shot. Rebound, shot, and goal at 19 minutes, 32 seconds. And that's our first opportunity on the main stop scoreboard to get Bryan, the Golden Bears, drawn this level here in Bryan's Recreation Park. Swanton gets us back underway from midfield. Ruiz plays it wide. Diaz with the initial touch, but Swanton back on it. Number 6, Bolliard doing some work back there. Diaz kind of mistaking the ball with him, but keeping his foot in there, making it difficult for the Bulldogs to do much. Loose, takes control, sends it easy to the middle. Welling plays that back and around as Bryan now building up in the attack again. Looks like Welling will have to play it right side. Flashing service across towards Koenig. Koenig playing him to himself for a header. That's Ruiz up in the air, slightly undercut. Looks like that'll be a foul called on the Golden Bears. Have a look. We have Koenig. Let's play it to our own head. And then, yep, sure enough, backs into him there. A little fair call, but looks like Ruiz is okay. Got a little error there, but Hendricks, goalkeeper, will step up for the free kick. Ruiz turns that over to Diaz. Diaz on the attack. Looking to break Swanton down right side, puts one across the front of the goal, but Golden Bears not able to get in there in time and finish it. Another good look from Diaz. He's created a couple good opportunities, the one for the goal and another one there. But ball out of play for Swanton. Goal kick, quick substitution. Tucker Miller will take a break. Number 8, Carter Teal enters the field. I think that's actually a Thiel. Or is that number 6? See, my eyes aren't. You got to help me there, Christian. That's number 6.
That's number 6, Colin Rock.
That's Colin Rockel re-entering the fray. Shot across the goal again. Altaffer looking to find a little help. Ball recovered, comes back and in. Shot taken. Gio Ruiz interceding, gets a leg on it, pops it out of play. That'll be another corner kick for the Golden Bears. And my suspicion is that was going in if Ruiz doesn't intercede. The goalkeeper was a little right of position. That was a pretty good shot taken. But Ruiz keeps them out of harm's way. Clock continues to tick. 16:43 on the clock. Left-footed service coming. That'll be an in-swinger. Service up and away. Loose, puts a head on it. Dealt with by Swanton quickly. Ball in contest. Koenig gets one toward the middle. Looking for some help, and Ruiz deals with that, gets it clear. Loose got back in position. Calmly sends that back forward. Looks like Swanton's looking a little raggedy in their defense at this point. Service taken in. Burton with a shot. Again, Swanton's defense intercedes, able to keep that from going in. Rockel, left side. Trying to defy the laws of physics. Play it right straight through Sherritt, but the laws of physics win. Burton sends one forward. Offside call, first offside of the night, too. It's offside, by the way. If you say offsides, they don't know soccer. You can only be off on one side. That's a mathematics question, technically, right?
Yeah.
So, free kick awarded to Swanton. Right to Diaz. Quickly pushing by the Swanton defense. Rips one out of play off number 6, Bolliard. So that'll be yet another corner kick for the Bryan Golden Bears. Diaz going to take this with his left foot. Be a outswinger. Service in, low. Loose steps in. Not able to get that controlled on his foot quick enough. Made a good move in there to sort of take the defender's space away, but hops out of play for a Swanton goal kick. 14 minutes, 34 seconds remain. On the scoreboard, Main Stop scoreboard. Main Stop, open when you need them. You're always near a Main Stop with Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. And again, these replays brought to you by Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor. Welling Construction specializes and prides itself in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact Welling Construction at 419-636-3712. Back in action, shot taken up and over the bar. Good opportunity. It's a quick touch and turn. He did not hesitate. As soon as he turned, he had a little gap in there and he ripped it. Good opportunity. But that will be a Swanton goal kick. I feel like I've said that about 300 times tonight. Kobe Sherritt, freshman, needs to grow a few inches. He'd have had that easily, trying to get his head on that. But freshman giving up 14 inches. They grow up as seniors. So loose service up and over. Looking for Altaffer. Altaffer on the run. Hendricks has to step out and deal with that before Altaffer, who had got behind the defense, has a chance at that. Sherritt drops that. Upham, then back to Butler. Butler up and over the top. Bryan recovering shape, able to get that clear. Play to the Bulldogs, though. Bryan converges quickly, trying to take that space away and not give Swanton any opportunity to pass. Swanton gets one off. Koenig able to collect that. Bryan again. Easy build up through midfield. Burton on the run. Service up and over, looking for Altaffer, flinging that down Route 1. Altaffer dispossessed by Gio Ruiz. Ruiz done a nice job back there staying in control, but can't quite get that clear as Bryan's back on the attack. Little indirect play. Diaz, shot taken hard off his left foot. Just a bit outside. Good rip by Diaz, though. Ball came across the about 25 yards out, probably by the time he picked it up, about 22, and he ripped it. And guess what? What do we have now, Christian? Another Swanton goal kick.
That it is.
.11:48 on the clock, first half. Golden Bear action here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Ball slips through. Hendricks again. We're getting bugs on the readings here. Let me smush one. I can't read numbers. It's always something entertaining happening at a soccer match, especially this time of year. And Bryan again in control. Played up into the middle to Welling. Welling with a little angled pass. Looking for Quinn Green up there. Foul. That'll give Swanton a free kick from deep in their own territory. The only real opportune set pieces so far, corner kicks. Nothing doing too much on any dangerous set pieces. No close-in direct free kicks yet. Approaching the 10-minute mark here. It's headed down, played to Welling. Another good opportunity there for Bryan. Quinn Green, sophomore, not quite able to beat Hendricks to the ball. Hendricks on the ground here for a moment. Minor collision, no foul called, but Hendricks again pressed into action. Sleesman able to get ahead on that initially. Luce will call everybody off, get that clear. When in doubt, hit it hard. From a center back, never a bad strategy to get it cleared away. Safety first, as they say, from that position. Bryan on the attack, far right side of touch. And ball out of play, and I know this will surprise you, Christian. Another Swanton goal kick. Substitutions happening here. We'll pick up the numbers as we see them in play. A little hard when they run in to see their numbers. They've got the little numbers on the front. My eyes aren't good enough till I turn around. I can see the numbers on the back. Up and over. Played toward Bolliard for Swanton. Recovered by Bryan. Rockle. Miller to Welling. Welling looking to build off across the middle. Koenig. Burton. And nice little effort at a slip pass. Just a little too close to the byline. Hendricks comes up with it. Who's forced to step up and deal with that quickly. Welling. Welling with a little space at midfield now. Upham giving up chase, and Bryan now able to kind of start building numbers up there behind Swanton's defense. Shot taken. Oh, one-handed save. The strong hand of Hendricks saves it. And Bryan not able to pounce on that. Ball up and over the top. But it looks like it must have gone off Hendricks again. It looks like they've awarded another corner kick in favor of the Golden Bears. Great opportunity again for Bryan as we sit here 1-1 under 8 minutes. First half of play. Diaz, left-footed, in-swinging service, nice and high. Just flicked away at the last possible second by the Swanton defense. Bryan quickly back on the attack. Miller flashes one in the middle on the ground, steps back up and in. Bryan will look to get that back out, recycle it. Attack now on the right side. Shot taken. Not quite enough on it. Loose, not able to quite control it, but Swanton turns it over. Bryan back on it, Welling. Foul called on Swanton over there. And this is in a bit more of a dangerous position for Swanton to defend. So we'll see if Golden Bears treat this sort of like a more direct corner kick, how they set things up. Real close to that right post. About 30, probably 28 yards out. They're having a discussion as Koenig steps over it. Shot taken up and over. And ball up and over the top. No goal. And yet another Swanton goal kick. This might be a world record on goal kicks.
I wouldn't say that.
I wonder what the world record is for that.
That's a good question.
We should look that up. See, if we had a stat person, we could look that up.
Yeah.
What is the world? You could probably ask Siri. What's the world record for goal kicks? Goal kick taken. Up Amon initially dispossessed. He goes down. Looks like he got a little contact across the leg, but we'll see what happens here. Not a head injury, so they usually won't stop that, and they will stop it now. Come have a look as the official trots over to check up him out. They have not stopped the clock. It's at ticking away here at 5:36. They're just going to award restart. Should be a drop ball. We'll see what they actually do. They have awarded a drop ball. Bryan, since Swanton was in control, they step back. The appropriate courtesy. Swanton takes that over. Attacking far left side, a touch. Bryan got numbers around it. Up and in. Bryan quickly on the counter. Behind the defense. Fast attack. Hendricks called into action again. Quick rip by number 12, sophomore Quinn Green. Hendricks done a nice job back there. Nice step by Koenig. Burton. Welling. Tries to slip one in between the center backs. Looking for Rockel up there. So Rockel looks to center that ball. It's taken out of play for a Bryan corner kick. That's their 7th of the half. Approaching the 4-minute mark. Score remains 1-1 on the Main Stop scoreboard here tonight. The Main Stop, open when you need them. You're always near a Main Stop with Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Diaz, left-footed, outswinger. No touch. Swanton able to get that clear. Jumped on by Bryan, though. Cheeky little pass there by Upham, outside of his foot. But Bryan able to turn it over. Burton. Sprint for the ball. Call that a hospital ball. A little slow pass over to Butler. He's not able to win the race to it. Bryan comes up with it. Burton shot. Dealt with again by Swanton's defense. Rockel. Burton. Dispossessed. Ball played out by Swanton. Ball remains in play far side, but looks like we had a collision and a yellow card. First yellow card of the night issued. Can you pick up who that's on? It's a Swanton yellow card. Well, we'll see. Red yellow card issued at the high school level. That player is forced out of play, so foul on a free kick on the yellow card infraction in favor of the Golden Bears. Far side of touch. Right on top of the Swanton bench. Left-footed rip. Swanton first to it. Played out and away. Bolliard. Quick through ball. And that's dealt with. Jess Hendrick, senior goalkeeper, steps up. Bowls it out. And Bryan is back on the attack. 2 minutes, 20 seconds, first half of play here at Bryan's Recreation Park. See, Ruiz has been out a while. I wonder if he did take a little knock earlier. Oh, no, I'm sorry, he's in. Thought he was out for a bit, but there he is.
2 minutes.
Patrolling the middle of the pitch. Under 2 minutes. Burton, nice touch, rip. Spills it, and it's cleared away at the last possible second.
Right up there.
By the Swanton defense. Hendricks with the initial save, but spills it, so that's out of play for another Bryan corner kick. Minute and a half here. Bryan going to look for a little magic, finish the half on a strong note, see if they can pull a goal off.
Yes.
Service taken. Shot taken and just wide. Golden Bears opportunity. Ends in a shot just wide of goal at 1 minute remaining in the first half of play. 1 minute remaining.
Looks like another goal kick.
It is, as we say, yet another Swanton goal kick. I think we're defying all the laws of mathematics. Ball out of play. Bryan with a quick opportunity on the throw-in. Looking for one last scoring opportunity. Swanton probably be content to take this to halftime drawn. Carter Luce gets that played up and in, 30 seconds. Hack and scored. So we will take, Hack and scored. So we will take first half now brought to a close. Score again, 1-1. We'll be right back. We'll review action. Look forward to the second half of tonight's NWOAL boys soccer match here on Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
From the first whistle to the final buzzer, life is filled with moments that shape us. Moments of victory, of challenge, of community. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're honored to stand by families through every season of life. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused.
Service office. Our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veterans Service Office.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
And welcome back to Bryan's Recreation Park. Beautiful night for soccer. Just as soon as the sun dropped below the trees, the temperature dropped about 12 degrees. No breeze at all. It became absolutely perfect for this first half of soccer. And what a first half we had. All drawn up here, 1-1 on the scoreboard. And what stats did we manage to gather in that first half, Christian?
Looks like Bryan got 8 corner kicks, 4 fouls, 6 shot on goals, and 1 offside with 1 goal and no yellow cards. And Swanton got no corner kicks, 3 fouls, 1 shot on goal, 0 offsides, 1 goal, and 1 yellow card.
Now 1 yellow card, yeah, that was a little testy hit on the far side of touch. I didn't see what led to it, a little collision over there, but they did result in a space shuttle launch from over there. So second half comes back. We'll see the team switch fields. Swanton will be the team in possession as they go. Let's review the, if you would, once you review the first half, the keys to the match from Coach Collins, and we can discuss whether we think he did a good job.
He wanted to have quick ball movements through midfield attacking where opportunities were present. Stay comfortable in possession, looking to switch point of attack and apply a high press of defense to turn Swanton over quickly.
So I'd say 1 and 2, check and check. They did a real good job with both of those. They were moving the ball quickly, building up through midfield, getting on top of Swanton's defense quickly. I don't know that the press happened that much. Swanton was mostly just trying to get the ball quickly out of the defense, so they weren't really trying to build up or possess their defense. That's kind of where a high press is going to work, but that's okay. Swanton probably just got a little uncomfortable as Bryan put some pressure on him. And what did we have for Coach Rico there for his 3 theories?
Looks like they wanted to win the 50-50 opportunities, dominate the midfield, and defensive endurance, especially later in the match.
Yeah, so, they've done actually a fairly good job on the 50-50. Some of the balls that squirted away a little more. I think Bryan's a little faster to the ball. Just generally their team, I think, has got a little more general team speed. I'm going to have to give the dominance in midfield to Bryan at this point in the match. So Coach Rico may want to check how he's going to work on improving that as the season wears on here. Their defense is held up. Their defense, I thought, did about as good a job as they could do in that half, coming away with some sort of interventions to keep the ball off their goalkeeper, Landon Hendricks. But my story of the first half, frankly, Landon Hendricks. He's done a great job in goal back there. Had a couple of highlight reel saves, a really good, strong one-handed save. Bryan capitalized on the quick, so good job for the Golden Bears to take advantage of that. So here we are, all drawn up at half, 1-1. So we'll take another quick break. Be back with you in just a moment here at halftime from Bryan Recreation Park.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
And we're back at Bryan's Recreation Park. About 3.5 minutes remaining on the scoreboard. 1-1 as we are working toward the second half of play. We would like to thank our sponsors again tonight. Tonight's match brought to you by Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, and Veterans Services of Williams County. Thanks again to all our sponsors. Make sure you reach out to them and let them know how much you appreciate them for supporting NWOAL soccer here in Bryan, Ohio. 3 minutes on the board, and again, we went through some of those halftime, let's talk about what I call halftime adjustments, Christian. I think a couple adjustments. If I'm Coach Collins, I'm probably talking about a couple of things that I think let some of his players down, just staying relaxed as they take that first touch. Some of those first touches kind of let them down, and the ball got out into contest. They did a good job in possession when they had a little time and space, but as they got pressured a little bit, it seemed some of their players would kind of lose confidence in their touch, might turn that ball over. Swanton is a little more of I'll call him a blunt instrument on the ball. They were playing a little more direct, not really looking to play with much finesse. So that might be something they might want to concentrate on. If I'm going to point a finger at where they can improve, it's probably players off the ball moving more aggressively, more quickly into spaces, so they present themselves an opportunity to receive a pass from their counterparts out there. I think if both those teams make those adjustments, it'll probably improve the performance of both teams here in the second half. So I don't know if we have time for one more quick break, about a minute and a half, minute 50 on the scoreboard. We'll take one last quick break, hear from our sponsors, and we'll be back with second half action here at Bryan Recreation Park.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Welcome back. We are here on the recreational park soccer field watching Swanton against Bryan playing this great game. It looks like we are getting ready to go back into the next half.
Second half of play, that's right, coming up, 10 seconds. Swanton in possession to kick this one off. And let's keep our eye on that scoreboard. Again, 1-1 all drawn up on the main stop scoreboard. Again, thanks to our sponsors and thanks to Willing Construction for all the replays we've had in this first half of action. Hopefully we'll have plenty more opportunities for those in the second half. Players taking their positions out there. 40 minutes on the board for the second half of play in this NWOAL contest between the Bryan Golden Bears and the Swanton Bulldogs. All tied up 1-1. Officials check their watches. Check player positions. The whistle happens. We're underway with Swanton in possession off the opening kick. And the good news about the second half, Christian, now we can see all the players that were on the far side we couldn't see in the first half. So now we'll know who's on the ball over here.
That's true, yeah.
Looked like a foul, but he says play on because Swanton recovered the ball. Looks like a foul committed up on the victim of a collision there. The official noticed it, gave the sweeping hand signal for play on as Swanton had retained possession. But ball out of play. Golden Bear goal kick. And if I can have that list back, I'll keep some stats. Yeah, that's the one. No, that's not. Is that the one? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's not it.
No.
Yeah, you'll find it eventually.
Did I put that?
Unless I stole it from you.
You might have.
That's
or
okay.
It's hiding.
I'll make
it's
it
right
up.
there.
Yeah, there we are. It's hiding on your half of the table. Shot across the bow there. Bryan with good opportunity.
Oh, way over.
Up and over by Diaz, but good quick opportunity. Had his head back a little bit, got his foot under the ball, and it floated quickly. Yeah, what do we have now? Swan goal kick.
Goal kick. Yep.
Ball out of play. Bryan throw in. Rockle. Quick throw in taken.
Diaz.
Yep. Diaz on the run across the top. Shot taken. Just a bit outside over the top. And for the listening and viewing audience, we'll call it a shot on goal. If it's between the sticks and but for the intervention of a player or the goalkeeper, it would have resulted in a goal. That's a shot you just saw, but not a shot on goal. How's that for an explanation and detail? It's always good to give ourselves more knowledgeable fans out there. I try to give you as much information as I can as opportunities present themselves out there. And if I don't know the rule, I'm a lawyer, I'll just make it up. Swanton goal kick, yet again, second of the half. I should track these 2-1. Up and away. Bryan deals with that quickly. Does fall to Hendricks again. Sleesman with a fearless header, trying to get Bryan's attack underway. Golden Bears initially dispossessed, but now on the attack again. Ball up and in, and a goal for the Golden Bears. Let's see this on the Welling replay as that ball plays forward. Kennedy splits the defenders. Quick right-footed shot as it drops down in the back of the onion bag, putting the Golden Bears on top 2-1 on the main stop scoreboard. Thanks again, the Welling replay there. We'll get back underway with Swanton as we make a couple of substitutions over there. Swanton will have the restart from midfield. And we're back underway, 37 minutes, 2 seconds, the time of that goal for Golden Bears.
Looks like.
McCann let that kind of wander over his head. Now he's in a fight for it.
Yep.
Physical dispossession, able to get that under control, but Swanton back on it. Sleesman, quick touch turn. Ball played forward, stays in play. It's looks like Lohman entered the contest over here, number 3. Lucas Lohman, a junior, was able to deal with that. Loose to Burton. Rockle. A little pull back, create some space. Diaz looking for Altaffer, dead center. Altaffer on the run. Taken down in the box. Nothing doing, says the officials. See if we get that out of play. Maybe we can get a replay of that quick. Throw in taken. Bryan on the attack again here.
Altaffer.
And Swanton comes up with it. Tansel initially on it. Reinhardt to Upham. Burton, little slip pass. He's on the run. Little speed play, looking to get forward. Gio Ruiz deals with that, but plays it out of touch. Great tackle by number 1, Captain Ruiz, but not able to bring that up. So now Golden Bears back on the attack. Diaz trying to slip one through. Back in contest. Tansel back on it, not able to bring that in. He can't reel it in quite. Out of touch over here near side. Bryan Golden Bear throw in. Rockle there, apply some pressure. Goes out of play. Off Lohman. McCann. Diaz.
Fending like crazy.
Diaz finds some space.
There it is.
Burton. Little slip pass to Rockle. Rockle gets a left foot on it, but Hendricks able to deal with that. Gets that forward quickly. Sleesman not able to get on that quickly. Upham gets one forward. As Jess Hendricks steps up. He'll recover that as it rolls harmlessly out of into his area. Punt forward looking for Rockle. Out of play. Swanton throw in. Officials will hold play up for a quick substitution opportunity. Looks like freshman number 8, Kobe Sherrill exits. A little shuffle of player positions for Swanton. .33 minutes on the clock. Foul committed. That's on, I got to keep track of my fouls, don't I? Second half here. Is that the first one? I'm letting myself down. I'm letting you down, Kristen. I gave you one job. Read the stats, and I blew it already. This will be Upham. Take a left-footed free kick. Service. Driven directly. Ruiz gets up high for the header. That'll draw the ire of the official on this side. Will exhibit the yellow card. Free kick now for Swanton. Altaffer will go take a break. And back under play. Not really giving him enough time to substitute. Well, no, he's still holding it. Whistle blown. Back underway. 31-36 on the clock. Loose, easy header to Burton. Burton looks for some space. Diaz. Building far side. Nice little touch and turn inside, looking for a build-up in the middle. Golden Bears getting numbers forward. Just outside on that shot.
Outside.
Hendricks had that near post covered, but the ball slips by far side of the post. Hey, what do we have now?
Another goal kick.
Another goal kick.
That's just fantastic.
I just think it's mathematically impossible how many goal kicks the Bulldogs have had tonight, but they've had quite a lot. Approaching 30 minutes as we are still 2-1 on the main stop scoreboard. Main stop open when you need them. You're always near a main stop with Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Today is Thursday, by the way.
Butler kicks.
Goal kick taken. In contest far side. Bryan will come up with that. Ball out of touch. Quick throw in taken. Bryan looking for a quick build-up on that throw in. Swanton a little slow to recover. Errant pass recovered, though, by the Bulldogs. A lot of space building up there in the middle for Bryan. And that ball's taken out of play for a Bryan goal corner kick. And corner kick. Diaz service.
Great kick.
Clears most of the lines. Bryan comes up with it on the far side. Bryan still got numbers forward. Committed. Errant pass. Swanton comes up with it. Looking to build up quickly. Approaching midfield. Ruiz trying to do it himself. Dribbled through a couple of Bryan defenders, but he's drawn some numbers over there. Ball flicked through. It's a foot race. Bryan on it. Shot taken just right of the goal. Good opportunity after Ruiz turned it over far side. He drew about 4 Golden Bear defenders. And we'll get another goal kick for Swanton. Bringing it our direction. Welling. Burton. Rockle. Quick touch out of play. Off Swanton, another corner kick opportunity for the Golden Bears. We'll see if they can capitalize on this fourth corner kick of the half. All of my statistical knowledge comes with a warning that it may not be accurate, only because we're actually watching the match. And back in play, little touch turn. Diaz flashes that toward the goal. Save effort, but spilled. Ball still in play.
Number 2.
Another Hendricks save. He has been busy tonight.
Yes, he has.
Guess that was one stat I forgot to keep. I let you down there, Christian. I usually keep saves. I didn't keep those. So.
That's
Coaches
all right.
can go back, pull those off the replay. Shot taken wide left. Bobby Bowden says wide left. Another Swanton goal kick. 26 minutes, 45 seconds on the main stop scoreboard. Landon Hendricks. Been a busy player tonight. He's going to give way. Let the defender take it. Probably getting his foot sore with the number of goal kicks he's taken tonight. Probably pushing 3 digits. Ball through the lines. He'll take that home. We have our first Shankopotamus of the night. Swanton on the attack. Keeper Hendricks not quite able to get his foot on that. Put Bryan under a little duress for a moment.
Honig.
But they do deal with it. Swanton now back up on a build-up attack, build-up opportunities. And far side, Bryan will fling that forward.
Diaz running after the ball.
Diaz on the attack. Quick speed run. Gets that across the middle, looking to beat the goalie one-on-one. But nothing doing. Swanton got some numbers back, but Bryan still in possession. Deep in Swanton territory. And Bryan with the goal. Turnover deep by Swanton at 25 minutes, 8 seconds. Let's have a look at that on the Welling replay. Ball slipped through, missed touch, ripped into the back of the net. Was that number 10, Burton?
Looked like it.
Looked like number 10, Max Burton. The third goal for the Golden Bears tonight at 25 minutes, 8 seconds. "25 minutes, 8 seconds. The Golden Bears able to jump on a 2-goal lead. The second half of play here at Bryan Recreation Park. Swanton catastrophe with a missed touch out of their center back. Golden Bears pounce on it, pound it into the back of the net. Nothing doing for Hendricks, who's made so many good saves tonight. He was immediately under duress. And we're back underway. 25 minutes on the clock. Swanton will see if they can bounce back from that catastrophe. On the attack quickly. Swanton not able to get that under control. Bryan enough just interceding at the last possible second out of their defense.
It's like a Bryan goal kick.
Bryan with a goal kick. With our 77-5. And that's probably the statistic.
Probably.
If it's not, nobody knows. No one's counting those. No one ever counts goal kicks. Next match will count only goal kicks. No other stat. Header by Altaffer. Played out by Ruiz, but number 40, Butler, loses the handle on it. Quick substitution here by the Golden Bears. Carter Thiel gives way. Number Number 5, Jeremiah Taylor, sophomore, enters the contest on the right side here. Flicked out of play. Swanton throw in. Butler got numbers forward, even numbers here as Swanton even up 2-2 on the defense. Altaffer. Little two-man play with Burton. Burton slips down the right touch, driving toward the goal. Draws that ball back. Burton again. And Koenig looking to build up across the play. Shot taken. Awkward bounce. Hendricks able to grab that.
Great catch.
Mostly saved it with the bottom of his face.
Yeah.
Took a really awkward slip bounce. I wonder if that field's starting to get a little wet out there as things cool off. It's cooled off pretty dramatically out here quickly. Kind of start seeing some haze out there. Sometimes you'll get some moisture on that grass. Nice ball. Altaffer on the run. Diaz comes over. A little overlapping run, but quickly dealt with by Swanton. Able to recover that. Upham. Loose header gets that clear. You see is Swanton probably starting to get a little tired. There's a larger gap opening at midfield.
Does look like it.
Yeah, Bryan's starting to fill some players in there.
Bryan is definitely holding their own.
Shot taken, saved! Again, Hendricks just throws his body in front of Altaffer's rip. Swanton out of play, far side of touch. Be a bulldog throw in over there. No subs. Well, they're holding play up briefly here. Oh, there was a substitution. Swanton substituting. 21 minutes, 35 seconds on the main stop scoreboard. Fake throw. It's not like basketball where you do that. Everybody panics. Headed out of touch by the Golden Bears. Swanton throw in, far side. Nice long throw in. Loose gets ahead on that. And again, Loose called into action to deal with the service. Swanton pressed up nice and high. See if Bryan can take advantage of that. High shift in their position as Altaffer's on the run. He's going to have a go. One shot, one time over the bar.
Oh.
Nice opportunity.
Almost had that.
Yeah, good rip. I like to see your player do that on the oneer like that. He didn't hesitate. He put his head down and fired it. Maybe rolled away from him just a squirt. Came up a little high off his laces. But really good decision, I think. Take that on the first opportunity he had. And we're substituting, unbeknownst to Hendricks, who almost pulled a muscle stepping up there.
Ouch.
But he does get the goal kick away. Swanton Bulldog goal kick. Falls to Bryan. Bryan, a little three-man game on the far side of touch. So look to build up through midfield on top of the 18. Shot taken, ripped up and over.
Way out there.
Way out there. I think made that to the next field. There's probably some children out there who are happy to have. This isn't like baseball, though, where you get to keep the soccer ball.
No.
$100 a piece. Substitutions coming again. Swanton kind of working against themselves. They're down 3-1 on the scoreboard there and taking their time substituting. We've crossed the halfway point of the second half inside of 20 minutes here at Bryan's Recreation Park, where the score remains 3-1 as the Golden Bears sit in command on the scoreboard. Ball played back. Luce will head that out of play. Give Bryan a chance to recover. Get back into shape. Quick throw in taken by the Bulldogs. Bryan will come up with that. A lot of space now to work with. See how much space has developed at midfield.
Yeah.
See if Bryan can just stay patient on that ball. square ball across to Diaz. Diaz left foot. Wide left as he rips one. A little hopeful chance from distance. But you don't get any goals if you don't take shots. So another Swanton goal kick. Clock continues to tick. Goal kick taken. Bryan finds it. Welling. Burton to Diaz.
Koenig takes a shot.
Koenig takes a shot off the Diaz centering pass. A little high. Looks like he picked his head up a little as he went to take that shot. Tendency is for that ball to travel the direction your face is facing. Goal kick taken. Ball in contest. Swanton will come up with that. Upham. Incisive ball taken. Looking for some opportunities up there. Number 30, Bolliard in a good place. Forces Hendricks up to deal with that. And he puts it out of touch for Swanton's. Looks like their first corner kick of the second half. See if they have a cheeky set piece they can set up here. They're getting some numbers forward. Looks like Altaffer's going to settle in the gap there. Good speed if he can get one coming out quickly. Ball over the top. Out of play.
Just out.
If that ever even entered play. Maybe going for the Olympico. A little hard to do with your right foot from that side, though. You know what an Olympico is?
I do not.
Goal scored on a corner kick, direct.
Oh, I see.
Swanton recovering into defense. Ball out of touch far side. Bryan throw in. A 1-2 action across the middle. Diaz. Nice little stub step as he gets around the defense. Centers it. Oh,
Hendricks.
First contact by the Hendricks. Comes off Bryan back into Hendricks' hands. Anywhere else, and that goes in the goal. Somehow, through the miracles of modern physics, it finds Hendricks' hands a second time. But Burton on the run. Altaffer. Oh. Surprising. They'll stop that. Award a penalty kick. First one of the match as Altaffer's dispossessed on the byline. Looks like probably the Swanton player got his feet under him, just undercut him just enough as he was driving toward the byline instead of just holding his position. So that'll be a foul and a penalty kick. See who we got taking this penalty kick. How are your eyes doing? We got two stepped up. Altaffer, the victim of the injurious tackle, will be awarded the opportunity. See if Hendricks continues with his miraculous night tonight. Got his head up, hands ready. Center of the goal. Whistle blows. Saved by Hendricks. Read the play right, dove right, gets that out of play.
Right out that corner.
Clock didn't start, so they're trying to get that underway as we go on the whistle. That clock was supposed to start, but it's ticking now. Harmlessly out of play. Brilliant save by Hendricks. He read that perfectly, got down quickly, one hand on it. In the ensuing chaos, it goes out of touch. And you'll be shocked to know Swanton has a goal kick. Winding down to 15 minutes on the clock. Ball in contest at midfield. Diaz, dribble drive, shot taken.
And
parried down.
Got it.
Another good save by Hendricks, isn't it?
He seems to know what he's doing.
And
that's a
harmlessly out of touch near side.
Thrown by Taylor.
Taylor to Burton. Welling. Welling, little right foot slip pass. Shot taken. Goal off the Welling. Assist far side. Have a look on the Welling scoreboard. Welling to Rocco results in the 4th goal.
Rocco, great job.
Welling assist, just a brilliant pass there. And that might just break Swanton's back. They're playing hard still, but I think the Golden Bears will be happy with that effort. Little one-time touch off Welling's outside of his left foot. Angled ball right on the right spot in front of Rocco, who buries it first time. Nothing Hendricks could do.
Loose.
Swanton not giving up, applying some deep pressure. We almost lost our camera person here. You hear some thumping to our left. Far side, throw in, 13:49 on the board. As it's 4-1 on the main stop scoreboard. As Bryan has taken firm command of this NWOAL contest, looking to go 3-0 in the league tonight. As the temperature continues to drop. Looks like a foul committed by the Bulldogs. Didn't look like much there, but as I noted in the first half, I'm not prone to argue with the officials on the far side of the field because we can't really see it over there. But
can't see much.
Foul nonetheless.
Loose with a kick.
So must not have been, I don't know what that was. The officials had their hands up, which implies that was an indirect kick. So, oh, maybe it was an offside call. That's possible.
It's Welling coming in. Fighting a good fight. Oh. Passed over to Bulliard. Eric with the head.
Sleesman with an angled ball there, looking for some help out wide.
And looks like that went out.
On a play for a throw in far side.
Yep.
Confusion about whether the ball boy or the player is going to take the throw in.
Can't quite see who that is.
Swanton throw in, we know that. They're about 600 yards away over there.
Ooh.
That's a deep throw in. That's put Bryan under pressure
Yeah.
quickly. Hey, I think I can hear you again.
Hey, that's good.
Make my job so much easier. It's hard to read lips sitting beside somebody. As we hold play up here, 11 minutes, 33 seconds. A couple of substitutions as Bryan is about to undertake a throw in. Play still held up. 4-1. I doubt Coach Collins is going to play much in the way of gamesmanship. Get some players some playing time. Bryan has taken pretty good command of the match at this point, scoring 3 goals in this second half.
Tucker Miller. Can't quite tell. 13, Jack Kennedy comes in with the ball.
A nice long pass across to Kennedy.
Welling comes in. Oh, shoots it over to Burton. Got a little bit of a tussle going on there. And then Jack Kennedy got the ball again from Burton. Passes it Oh, Swanton has possession now.
See high press.
Looks like they brought in number 5, Luke Bettinger.
High press does result in a turnover. It'll be a throw-in here. As you saw Tucker Miller step up, apply some high pressure on the right side over here. Oh, maybe that was, I lied, that was Welling, I think. I didn't actually lie. The 3 looked awful lot like a 2 from my vantage point.
It does. Diaz coming in. Oh.
I think Diaz was looking to lay it off, and everybody was clearing for him and going to let him rip one.
Oop. Kennedy. Great shot from Ruiz,
yeah, good clearance. He has been a shining star there kind of defensively for him.
There goes. Carter Loose shoots it.
Loose trying to bounce one off Grandma over here.
A little bit over. All right, Kennedy got the ball. Pass to Wellen and pass to Burton.
I like that. Burton trying to slip one between the backs to Diaz. Just didn't quite get enough on it. Held up in the grass a little bit.
Not quite.
Nine minutes. Clock continues to tick down here at Bryan's Recreation Park.
Koenig with the ball.
Oh. Oh.
Double block.
Connor Yates for the Bulldogs just giving it up.
Yeah.
It took 2 right in the midsection.
Right out the back.
And I have headphones on and it sounded like it hurt all the way up here.
Quite a loud thump noise.
And we'll take this opportunity to announce yet another Swanton goal kick as they substitute. Bettinger exits.
At this point, I'm convinced they might have the world record for goal kicks.
I think we're getting close. We're gonna have to. When I get home, I'm gonna clearly pull up the Guinness book and see if that's in there. If it's not, it should be. Maybe we'll put it in there tonight.
Yeah.
Under 8 minutes, 4-1.
Ball
Bears now pretty much in command of this match. They've just got to shepherd this out, avoid catastrophe or any type of mistake. Continue just to be patient and dominate possession.
Going to Welling.
I want to put another one up, though.
McCann dominating that ball. Passes to Koenig. Another pass. Is that number 6, Rocco?
Split service from McCann, but Hendricks pressed into action again, able to deal with that comfortably, not under too much pressure, far side. Swanton on the attack now. Centering ball.
Jess Hendricks.
Hendricks has to come out and deal with that as it kind of squibbed through. Swanton got on that quickly, pretty much end to end with that dribble drive.
Have you noticed yet that both goalies are Hendricks?
Hendricks, they are, aren't they? Perhaps a relation or no relation?
Cousins?
I have no idea.
Potentially. It's like Diaz. Oh. Loses possession.
Diaz gets cleared out, but able to pop back up, recover the ball. Swanton on it. Quick foul.
That is rough.
Be the 5th foul on the Golden Bears this half.
It's like 23 takes a shot.
Taken up and over.
23, Evan Reinhard.
If you ever watch Ted Lasso, it'd be 3 points. Well, that's no points, Coach. A pop culture reference there. Every
like
soccer fan should watch Ted Lasso.
Burton passes to Kennedy.
Great pass from Burton. Kennedy on it. Not quite enough on it, but he's still there.
Not quite.
Hendricks dealt with it.
And over.
Oh, great opportunity for Kennedy. Just couldn't quite get enough on that first shot attempt. That was a beautiful pass. And I think he knows it too. He's dropped his head a little bit. Great attacking opportunity.
Coming in with another goal kick.
And goal kick to Bryan, throw in.
Welling to Kennedy. Or nope, that's Diaz. Passes to Koenig. C. Passes to, looks like, that's Welling. Koenig brings it back around that corner. Welling to Diaz, makes a shot, and it goes over.
Yeah, Welling with a nice pass. Diaz let it run across his body onto his preferred left foot, ripped it up and over, just over the top. Did not quite get it to duck down at the last second, but a near shot. Very good shot, just a bit high. Hendricks on the goal kick. 3,465 goal kicks to 4. It's like Swanton.
Swanton holds the ball, but then Bryan gets possession again. Carter loose with the kick. And out the side.
Coming off the field, seniors, Colin Rockel, Tucker Miller, Jake Kennedy, Carter Luce, Billy Diaz, and Jess Hendricks.
3 minutes, 22 seconds. Coach Collins pulls all his seniors to the delight of the crowd. They let them hear it. Every single one comes out. Hendricks off the goal line. Rockel, Luce. Who else we have there?
Hendricks, Miller, and Kennedy.
Excellent job. Great effort out of those seniors for the Golden Bears tonight.
Sure they will remember this night for as long as they can.
Great night of soccer for those seniors. They worked hard tonight.
Another shot blocked by Hendricks.
Got 8 shots by the Golden Bears this half. Might not look like it because my handwriting is, as you may have noticed, is interesting.
That it is. It's like
Just under
Altaffer.
2.5 minutes. Swanton not quite ready to give up yet.
Brought in Connor Thiel, number 17.
That's dealt with out of the air. Bryan on the attack. And not offside, but he's called offside.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
I'd like to see a replay of that. It did not look to me like he was remotely close to offside. He was
Not at all.
3 yards onside when that pass went.
Yeah.
He just got behind the defense quickly. The defense has flagged some. Ruiz is, looks like he's hobbled a bit. Nope, no, he can move. Minute and a half. On the main stop scoreboard.
Burton with the ball. Shoots a little out that way. Can't see much over there.
Yeah, it makes it an adventure from this far away. It's like almost two-dimensional on the far side.
Yeah.
Inside of 1 minute now. Shot taken by the Golden Bears. Hendricks with the save.
Hendricks.
Regardless of this result, I'm leaning toward that fella for man of the match. He has been a bright spot for Swanton tonight. Just, he has come up with some ridiculous saves. Another one right there.
Number 12, Quinn Green, takes a great shot.
Flash cross shot taken, and Hendricks again with the save. 10 shots on goal, so he's had 7 quality saves, probably 6 quality saves in this half. That'll result in a Golden Bear corner kick. Oops, I'm writing stuff on the wrong side. I wonder. We're going to throw these stats away. Sorry. Just drop them.
That's all right.
The clock is winding down anyway.
Not much.
We'll exit the second half of play, ladies and gentlemen. Great match. Bryan Golden Bears come away with the victory, 4-1. Let's step away real quick for our final break. We'll come back, give you the wrap match from Bryan Recreation Park. Let's take it away to halftime.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
Trust is built when we know someone has our back, on the field, in the stands, and in life. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're more than a service provider. We're neighbors and friends. For generations, families have trusted us to care for their loved ones with compassion and dignity.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bryan's Recreational Park. Tonight's match was brought to you by Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, and Veterans Service of Williams County.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Christian Craig and Mark Hagans here from Bryan's Recreation Park as the Bryan Golden Bears victorious in tonight's NWOAL League contest, 4-1 over the visiting Swanton Bulldogs. Golden Bears did a great job, I think, met every expectation Coach Collins probably had for him tonight. I would say Swanton, man of the match tonight, though, in my opinion. Hendricks, their goalkeeper. That's Landon Hendricks, a sophomore for Swanton, was the story of the night. He probably had 15 quality saves tonight throughout that match.
Absolutely fantastic.
This match could easily have been 10-1. If he does not make those quality saves. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That final again, 4-1 in favor of the Golden Bears. So be sure to join the Golden Bear Sports Network on BryanSports.com as the Golden Bear football team heads over to Liberty Center to face the Tigers. Pregame 6:30 on BryanSports.com, Q96.5 FM. A huge thank you to our cast and crew tonight, Director Eric Herman, replay with Wesley Lupo, robotics Jackson Vashaw, and our cameras Monica Maynez and Easton Heater. This student broadcast was produced by the Golden Bear Sports Network for the private use of our audience only. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game without express written consent of the Bryan City School District, is strictly prohibited. For your executive producer, Chris Malanga, our cast and crew, and all of us from the Golden Bear Sports Network, I'm Mark Hagans with Christian Craig. Your final score tonight, 4-1 in favor of the Bryan Golden Bears. Have a great night, everybody.